Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Mukami, the environmentalist. Today I want to talk about a very interesting thing. And I've been thinking between men and women who are more likely to be affected by the changing climate, by environmental degradation, by desertification, and all these bad things that are happening in the environment or to the environment. Whom do you think is most likely or is more likely or is more exposed to risk or to harm? Let me know down in the comment section. Let me know. Tell me what you think, because personally I have a very funny opinion. But before I tell you what I think, subscribe to my channel. Hit on that subscription button. There is a subscription button down there. Click on that button. We are over 100 subscribers now. Let's get 200. Move this channel, subscribe to the channel, share it with a friend. Let me know what you want me to talk about so that we can be able to go together, so I can be able to talk about what you want to know, and especially when it comes to environment. Let's be more inclined to environment, but also you can ask any other thing that you want me to talk about. So let's talk about environmental degradation and gender. So I am going to talk about when I talk about men and women, I'm referring to gender. I'm not referring to sex. The sex where we talk of men and women is the biological characteristics. But now when I talk about men and women in the context of gender, I mean in terms of roles. The roles that are carried out by men and the roles that are carried out by women, and especially in our African continent or African culture. Men have specific duties they're supposed to do, and women have their duties that they're supposed to do. So let's talk about that. Personally, I think women will be more affected when it comes to environmental degradation. I don't know about you. Tell me down in the comment section why I think women will be more affected when it comes to environmental degradation is because of the following reasons. One, control and access of natural resources is for men. In the African culture or in the African context, women don't have access to natural resource or even control of the natural resource. Women don't have the powers, don't have they have not been given a chance to control natural resources, or even they don't even have a say. Like madam hatuna say when it comes to natural resources and the environment. And that is what has been happening in the African way. Like our grandparents you don't speak when it comes to things to do with natural resources and the environment. As a woman, you are supposed to and you let men make decisions. So yeah, that is one reason I think women then will be more affected. The second reason is because it is women who interact mostly with the environment. I think in a day, a woman interacts with these resources or interacts with the environment differently in so many ways, I think. Because if you look at roles of a woman and roles of a man, talk of farming, for example. A woman was supposed to farm, and mainly women did subsistence farming, where you're just farming for your family to provide food for your family. So you're going to have a kitchen garden full of vegetables. You have kale, you have spinach, you have merengue, you have mrenda, you have vegetables. Then you have small piece where you've planted your potatoes, some sweet potatoes, some sugarcane, some, just small scale farming for your family. It was not even for sale, for your family, to feed your family. Men, of course, now can be able to do other things, like for example, they can be able to do large scale farming where they're able to for commercial purposes. Now, as a woman is interacting with these she has many things to do that are small. She has to collect firewood that is in the forest. She has to cook using the firewood, so there is the indoor pollution, air pollution. She has to wash the babies, wash the clothes, so she's interacting. She has to go for that water before she does that. So I think a woman interacts with the natural resources very much. remember traditionally women were supposed to collect things like firewood, collect fruits, wild fruits. They were supposed to collect water, collect all these things. So as they are doing that, they're interacting with the environment. So if the environment is degraded, then they are part of and parcel of that system that is already degraded. So they're going to be affected even more. That's what I think. Then you see, biologically, the way a woman is formed and the man, women show these signs of environmental degradation or signs of environmental traumas more as compared to women, because of the biological way that women are formed. So you find in a degraded environment, things like miscarriage are going to happen, things like stillbirths. These things happen or expressed through the body of a woman. They are signs that the environment is not good for them. And that comes because like I was talking about control and access on natural resources. If women who are interacting in a day-to-day, every now and then with the environment, if something is wrong with the environment, women don't have control over it. If the forest is being encroached, if water has been polluted or is being polluted, and women can be able to see and tell, they still don't have control of that, because the way society has set it, women cannot control natural resources. It's unfortunate. As much as things are changing, it's still happening. That was the African way of life, and so it made women more exposed to environmental degradation consequences as compared to women, and also as compared to men. That is what I think. Those are a few reasons why I think women are more likely or are most affected by environmental degradation as compared to men. Of course, you could argue the other way, where you say, depending on roles, like where the men are supposed to do forestry, they're in the forestry sector, or where a good example is where a man is doing commercial farming, large scale farming. They're going to interact with the chemicals that they use to spray, or there are so many risks that are involved in their activities. So yeah, you could argue both ways, but for me, I think women are more exposed and more likely to be in fact affected by environmental degradation. What do you think? Let me know down in the comment section. And the next time then I'll be talking about between men and women, who are more likely to conserve the environment, who have more powers, who have more ability, capability, who have more of that to conserve the environment. So what do you think? Let me know down in the comment section. So comment, like I said, comment down in the description, in the comment section, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.